Okay, this is an overview of the project two-point perspective and interior space. The paper is going to be 12 by 18. It's going to be arranged with guidelines as you see here and a horizon line across the center with two vanishing points on either side. We will use those vanishing points to create a room. Then we will use the vanishing points to help us open up that space into another room. We're going to add doors and windows. We're going to add a floor. We're going to put a picture frame on the wall. We're going to make a couch. We're going to add a coffee table and a dresser and a ceiling. We're going to get rid of those original guidelines that are there. And then we're going to add color. And that's a great project. Have a great day. Enjoy. Alrighty, today we're going to make an interior drawing in two-point perspective. You'll notice the paper has some guides preset on it. You should have paper that is 12 by 18 inches and a ruler and a pencil. You should establish guides on your page from the sides of the page, from the edges, 1.5 inches on the sides, on both sides, from the tops and from the bottom, 2.5 inches. Put your horizon line running across the center of the page, which will be at about 6 inches down. That would set you up to begin this interior two-point perspective drawing. Once you've done that, we can begin the actual drawing. So here's what we'll do. We're going to take and we're going to connect these intersecting lines in the upper corner here through the opposing vanishing point like that and back to the bottom. We will do the same thing from the one side to the other and back again to the bottom. Once we do that, we're going to run a vertical line going from the top intersection straight down. And if it's done right, we should have this wonderful, perfect line that goes across. Now you need to grab a erase, and we're going to get rid of these interior lines. In the past, we were getting rid of the lines that were on the outside, and those lines were leftovers making cubes. Here, we're actually inside the cube. We want to be inside the box, and so it'll look something like this. That'll give you the beginning of an interior space. Okay, this is the second part of our film. We've made the walls. The room is a little closed in because, well, I feel like I'm trapped. So we're going to draw in a doorway. So here's what we'll do. We'll start here and we'll make a vertical line that goes down to the bottom of the door. Now we have to take the top of that line. We have to connect it to the opposing vanishing point. It would look like that. Decide where to cut it off. Now, if we wanted to look inside that next room, we could take and make a line from the ground, a similar line here, and we'll take this line up to the vanishing point, and it would look like that. Now, when we clean those lines up, it'll look something like this, which gives us a room with a doorway. Okay, now we're going to add a door to the other wall. It'll be a door with a doorway with a door. Draw that edge that goes to the baseline of the room. Take that point, connect it to the opposing vanishing point. Decide where to cut the door off. How wide is wide enough for you. Now we're going to make a window using the same guideline off the top. We'll connect it to the vanishing point. Decide where to cut it off. I'm sure you guys remember how to do an X, right? So we can find the center. Now, of course, we can make a line that goes across, and this line connects all the way to that vanishing point, like that. So now we have a window and a door. Let me add a little decorative element to the door. That line would go there, there, and let's close this off here. Okay, And so those are the lines. And then if we want to clean that up, well, it would look something like this. And that looks pretty darn good. Okay, we'll go on to our next video where we're going to start working on the floor. Okay, we're going to put a floor in this room. You notice there are some guide marks that I placed up here. They're evenly spaced. The measurement doesn't matter as long as you take the same amount and you use the same ratio or the same amount of inches or centimeters and repeat it across the page. Once you do that, across the line. Once you do that, you're going to connect from the vanishing point and you're going to go through the line, through that those marks that you made, and here we go, and you do this, and you run through all the lines, and you do all of them. I'm going to just show you a quick little, and you'll see how they run across the page, and then you clean up all the lines you don't need, and when you do that, it'll look pretty neat, because the entire room will come in, and it'll look something like that. Okay, I hope you enjoy. Okay, now we're going to make a frame on one of the walls. We'll start here. We'll make that front edge. We'll then connect it from the top of the front edge to the opposing vanishing point and also to the bottom line. Decide where to cut your frame. Now let's give it an interior space. So we'll set up another line. We'll make it that thick. And we'll go from this point over to the vanishing point and to the top of the line. And then, of course, we have to take it and make a vertical line. That's pretty good. And then, of course, we want to clean that up so it works on the wall nicely. So that's what it'll look like. Okay, we're going to make a couch. I'm using a red line, make it easier for us to see. And once you make that line, you're going to connect the top of the line to the vanishing point, and then the same thing with the bottom of the line. Of course, we have to go to the opposing vanishing point and then back again. Now we have to decide how we want to cut this box. So I'm going to cut it from about here. I don't want to hit the wall. So I'll go from here. I'll make a line down. Now here, I really don't want to go past the wall. So I have to stop here where the wall intersects. The couch hits the wall right at that point. So I'll take, and I'm going to make the line to here, but I'm going to go higher because I want to make a back to this couch. I'm going to go a little bit higher. And I'll take that, and this line here where it intersected should connect from here to here. And if I want to make a back, I can connect the line here. Now I have to decide where I'm going to cut this. From this point here, this little where my mouse is dancing, from here, I need to get to the vanishing point. Looks like that. And then I'm going to take and I'm going to make a line that goes vertical right here. For a little bit of clarity, because I want to divide the back of the chair with an X, we're going to clean up the back here. Get rid of this. Goody, goody. So that'll be out of our way. Now we're going to make an X that goes through the box. So we'll go from here to there, from here to here. This being the center point, we make a line that's vertical, vertical down. Now this line here has to connect actually to the vanishing point. So it's going to go right through that space. So it connects through there. Now we can take and make a vertical line that comes down. That gives us a couch in that space. For clarity, here's what we'll do. I'll take, and I'm going to get rid of it in red, and I'll just let you see the black version of it. How's that? Okay, we're going to make a coffee table. We're going to put that coffee table in front of the couch. So I'm going to set up the first line, and that's the front edge. Like everything we've been doing, we're going to connect to the vanishing point, top and bottom, and we'll do that on the opposing vanishing point as well. So we're doing the same thing over and over again. Now we want to decide where to cut it off. So this looks as good a place as any. And we'll come down and we'll cut it here as well. From the top here, it's got to go over to this vanishing point. From this top, it has to go over to that vanishing point. And when we clean that up, it looks pretty neat. It looks like a nice coffee table right in front of the couch. Okay, we're going to draw a dresser in front of the picture frame on the left wall. So here's what we do. We've been drawing the front edge of everything first. So we'll take and we'll draw the edge to the ground. And then we're going to connect the bottom to a vanishing point. And then back to a vanishing point. And then back. Now we have to decide where to cut the edges here. It meets the floor. So I think our choice is pretty much decided. We go there. From here, we want to go to the vanishing point again. And basically, we're making cubes almost everywhere we go, right? Cubes, cubes, cubes. This one's going to go to where? Can you guess? The vanishing point. Excellent. Now, that's your basic shape there. If I want to enhance it, I could take and I could do a design on it. And that would be kind of nice. And then I could take and I could clean up all those messy lines and it would look like that in the space. Okay, we're going to do some ceiling lines. We need to put some marker spaces in. They should be evenly spaced. Whatever measurement you choose, be consistent with it. So I'm just trying to put my marks so you kind of get a sense where I'm going through. So now, here we go. We're going to take and I want to go to the vanishing point. I want to get myself through the vanishing point. Like this. And once we've done that, we can then take and we can clean it up and it would look like that. Alrighty, if you've done the project from the beginning, then you have this many lines on your page, at least drawn very lightly. And once you clean it up, you have something hopefully that looks like that. And if you feel really ambitious, you can add some color to it. Have a great day.